getting set up.
I'm not set up. I'm up and running. I ain't got no like time constraints.
I know you're fast now.
Hey, folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you. There, now you saw it. Hey, today, this may be the final episode of It's All About the Green. And my buddy DJ Don's, as you can see, DJ's energy saving store. And we're just up here. I like to come up here Tuesdays at 3:30 every week. Every week I can make it. And help with this little radio show. It's been fun. It's been a few years. Definitely a good time. But we're getting ready to start. The radio show doesn't start till 3:30, but I just thought I'd fire it up a little early and hang out while we're waiting. Joe, as you can see here, let me see how good I am with my gimbal. There we go. See, Joe's got it all set up. You got one microphone. Wait a minute. That one, see, he's probably going to give me this microphone. The one that's not plugged in. You got one there. You got one here, and he's got Don's headsets. Don likes to use those. But this is the updated technology that Joe likes to use. Showing off your high technology over here, Joe.
That's good. You're doing it, Jay.
There you go. You're doing it now.
Don knows we're here.
Yeah, he better get up if this is the last episode. Well, I heard him. He's coming. Let me fire myself up, huh? Okay, well, we're just waiting. I know this is just dead time, but just hang out. They're getting ready. They're going to fire the show up at 3:30 in just a minute or two here. And I'm getting the computer going here. You can watch me on the computer. I got to do that first. There you go. I'm bringing myself up. See? This is me. And I want to bring it up on the screen so that if anyone sends a question in or anything, I can answer it or talk about it. And yes, is this the final episode? And it says right there, please sub my channel. There you go. What the heck is this thing? Dismiss. There we go. Let's have a little fun. Well, where'd I go? Oh, that's what I don't like about this one. It'll do that to you. Okay, here. So we're going to go right back. This is an odd computer that way. Find me again and go live. There we go. All right. We're live and all four of you can see it. Now we're just waiting to start the radio show on AM 1360, the voice of Wright County in Buffalo, Minnesota. They just had their 50th anniversary. But while this is going on, we have a little fun. Let me go this one. There we go. I'm going to flip this around. Action going on behind me. Now what this store is, for those of you that don't know, is DJ's Energy Saving Store, he calls it. But he sells things like high efficient fireplaces, high efficiency. He sells the Camp Chef barbecues and all that. But Don has sold this store. It's sold, it's going. New owners coming in. What's next? That's the question. But we're still doing this show. This might be the last show today. Trying to simplify his life, I guess. And over here, there we go. Now, I don't know any of y'all seen lately what's been going on. Did you hear what's going on in Lake Minnetonka?
No, what?
They got a 50-foot or 58-foot Chris Craft.
Oh, I heard about that.
90,000
Did you get it
pounds.
out?
No, it's in. I've been live streaming the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I've been live
I
streaming.
thought they were pulling it out the other day.
They pulled it out and it's in the parking lot, and now it's getting surrounded by snow.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
$100,000 boat.
Well, that's what they were selling it for to the guy in Texas. Who knows what he sold it after that for? But it's interesting.
Not good. Can you guys do a water test?
I can't, but they can. We need a water test going down. There you go. We talk about all the time at DJs on the radio show here. Bring your water in, test it up.
Yeah.
Here, show us your water.
What's bad? We're new to the hot tub game.
Holy crap! Here, hold that up so people can see it.
Why do I have to be the example?
Because you walked in the door.
We're new to the hot tub game, so it's been a struggle to say the least, just because we don't know what we're doing quite yet.
Hello?
Well, these guys are going to fix you up.
Oh, for sure.
That's what they do.
Yep.
They'll do the test and they'll give you, here's a little computer here, they'll give you a plan and you're all set to go. Here, this is the lady you want to talk to.
We need to do a
Here you go, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Live action at DJ's, just like I always tell you happens, huh?
23.
Rivers, yep.
Interesting though how they can bring a sample of water in, just like that, test it up, and they give you a plan. They tell you how to
I got a card here.
how to fix it with an initial shock and then how to stick with it for a while.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Show's gonna start. Look at this. Joe, is this mine, Joe?
Yours, Jay.
Joe gave me a microphone. Look, we got 3 of them today. Must be special day.
The donuts they're good today.
The donuts are good today.
Extra good today.
That's really, yes, the extra.
They're not always
Donuts are usually pretty good, Don.
They're not always the same.
Donuts are usually pretty good.
Is that a podcast we're doing or what?
I'm podcasting, but we're doing a radio show on AM 1360 that he does every week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I just figure, what the heck? I'll podcast, bring people. It's
What's the show about?
about DJs, about the camp chefs, the fireplaces, the hot tubs. It's about bringing water in. It's about bringing water in.
Can you hear down in your headset?
Are you on the frog system?
I'm on we just started, I don't know what the hell we're doing since.
Say, Ann, give him a brochure on the frog.
Oh, the frog? Yeah, that's what you sold me when I got my hot tub. It was a frog system.
Okay, in your headset? You can hear fine. You can hear. It ain't home.
Oh, Joe. Geez, you think you know that by now? You think you know that by now after all these years, huh? So how long you been running the station yourself?
Too many.
I'm curious.
Back in the Ollie days.
There you go. Who's that?
Who is it? Guy?
Yeah, who is that guy?
What the hell's he?
What's he doing here?
Why are you eating going on a radio show? That's what's stupid.
Everybody's been watching you eat, Don. We got
Holiday.
6
Listen,
people.
Holiday.
6
Right
people
there.
and 5 likes. Hey, by the way, last week, right because all this Chris Crash shit, we had over 750 views. It's all about the green, and normally it's like 80, 90, or 100, like 120. So it went way up. That's why I'm doing it. But he said this could be the final episode.
I think I have the dead mic, so.
You do?
He's probably Fran.
Oh boy. Did you hear that? Joe's tricking me. Joe always likes to play a game where he gets to have the microphone. He doesn't like me to hold it, but somehow I think his cake's more important to me.
Is he just about ready? Yep. People out there in radio land and YouTube land.
YouTube Bill.
YouTube bill. I look alive today, don't I?
All right, folks, here we are at DJ's in Monticello, Minnesota for It's All About the Green. And we like to join you here every Tuesday at 3:30, and I see the clock says 3:35. So we're a few minutes late. I guess there's a lot of business going on here in Wright County, Minnesota. What do you say?
Well, you gotta keep getting those commercials in, right? If it was TV, you'd see me only a third of the time because the rest of it would be all commercial. But once we get on the air, we're full-fledged all the way through.
Right. Now, for those of you on here who do not know, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the comments so we can respond. But Don here has been in business in Wright County with numerous businesses for how many years?
Over 50. I quit counting. 50.
Over 50 years. And he's been supplying people with heaters, air conditioners, fireplaces, grills, all kinds of cool, even hot tubs. I got a hot tub from Don. All kinds of cool stuff. But it sounds like this might be the end.
No, not yet. I don't want to talk about anything before it's time.
Right, but it sounds...
It's never the end until I'm gone.
Well, until you're gone, but Joe says this could be our last show.
Well, I haven't said nothing to Joe, so he must be ready to, he must be retiring.
To me, that's the end.
Well,
If there's no more shows, what I mean, come on.
I don't think the audience would be happy with that.
This is where I come to be a star.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Wright County. Wright County loves me. I know that. Hey, Wright County.
Yeah, Jay, you had a bunch of views this week, didn't you?
Past 2 weeks.
The past 2 weeks.
You saw me? Did you see me
I
on
did.
Fox 9?
I seen you on Fox 9.
What'd you think of that?
Well, I think Jay made it to the main screen one more time.
One more time. I have been. I do seem to be a media whore of sorts, but you know, it's all interesting stuff, and it's all trying to help people and that kind of deal. But what Don's talking about, for those of you out in Wright County land, is they've got a 58-foot, 90,000-pound Chris Craft Roamer, 1970, with an aluminum hull that broke through the ice on Minnetonka to get to the landing. And that was the first day. The second day was getting the boat on the trailer, and the third day was getting the trailer out of the water. Now, you might think, oh, no big deal. I go to the landing all the time. I'm doing 4.5 to 8 hour live streams documenting all of this.
Yes, when you're moving something that's 90,000 pounds, is that what it was?
90,000. I've got it confirmed by the former marina owner who used to store it, and the gentleman from Texas who bought it, who, by the way, I've got interviews with both of them. Super cool.
And that would be something to pull out into the lake.
Oh, it was. And the problem was they didn't have a trailer for it.
So they used a homemade trailer.
Yes, they used a converted homemade trailer. They were getting parts to come in from out of town. Those parts never showed up because of supply issues. You know all about that, don't you, Don?
I do. Things don't show up when they're supposed to show up.
Yeah, so much anymore. Yep, absolutely. So I was out there doing it. So I got to tell you, here's the cool thing, right? Because my batteries kept dying on me. I had no idea, okay? The first day, I had no idea that I was going to do anything other than go over there and film this thing coming through the ice. And I did, and all of a sudden I had like 30, 35 people watching, which for me, all at once, is a lot. I mean, right now we have 11, okay, which is a lot for this show. Normally we got 3, 4, or 5. So I'm like, well, you know, I think I'm going to sign off. And my kid texted me and said, don't you dare. You've never done this well. So I stuck with it, and I just kept putting the camera down, talking to people, streaming. And by the end of the day, I had over 500 people watching.
So just so you know, Jay has a YouTube site. It's
Turbine Guy.
Turbine Guy, and he comes to my show a lot of the weeks that we have the show, and we YouTube it.
Yes, much of the time.
So-
It's fun to come up. Come to hang out with people who like me.
And so here we go. Now he's telling them that we like him, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just assuming that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I'm just assuming that.
Yeah, you assume correctly.
Yeah, you know, and so anyways, that was the first day, and I went home thinking, yeah, whatever. But I had so many texts and phone calls and emails that said, well, you're going back, aren't you? You're going back. That I was going back. Okay, so I went back every day and documented everything, and the crew was a little standoffish at first. They didn't really appreciate it being filmed the whole time, which I can completely understand. Who would appreciate that happen? But I was respectful to them, and I stayed out of their personal conversations and other things. And then about the 5th or 6th day, I bought pizzas for everybody because I was hungry. It was selfish, but I couldn't just buy one for me. So I bought pizza. And so now I'm kind of part of the crew. So it's fun that way. And they told
It's
not-
okay.
it's not for me.
People are always
Yeah.
calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's busy here. It's busy here. So you know, now it's to the point where they've agreed when this whole saga is done, they're going to sit down like Gold Rush or Bering Sea, Deadliest Catch, and do an after thing where we do a decompression and talk about everything that happened. So it's been a lot of fun that way, because I never really knew any of these people beforehand, but now we're all friends.
Got it.
So it's fun that way. But the interesting thing was how this went from a local thing to an international phenomenon where people from all over the world are watching. You know, the third day in the morning while I'm sitting in my truck filming before I went out, I asked, well, okay, you know, why don't some of you people out there tell me where you're from so I can see who's the farthest away? And I got the UK and Spain, a lot of people in Florida, some other states, Guam and Tokyo.
There you be.
But that was the beginning of the third day. Well, by the end of the third day, I had 2,200 people watching.
Oh, yeah.
That day I got over 300 subscribers, which is phenomenally. It was 100 the first day, 200 plus the second day, and 300. It was phenomenal.
So that's why Jay made the local news, because he had so many people jumping on his
It's two reasons. One is because I actually spent all the time to document everything, and I'm going back every day. I went back today, did a little 1 or 2 minute update for people to see. You know, not a lot to see, a little snow, it's going to be a little more dangerous for them kind of thing. But I've been going back every day, but it became a YouTube thing. So when they did the news story, it wasn't just the boat, it was about the fact that I was able to make a story out of this that people were compelled to see. Now here's a real interesting story, okay, that goes right along with this, is my daughter told me this about her fiance's family. Okay, one of them got a call. I think her fiance's aunt got a phone call or message from her family in Australia. And they mentioned there's this boat on Lake Minnetonka.
Okay.
You know, have you been watching that? Do you know much about it? And they said, well, we really don't know much, but it's my nephew's fiance's dad that's filming all of this. And they're like, it's crazy, but we just can't stop watching it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was so interesting.
Easy, guys. Thank you.
Happy customer out the door, folks, right at DJ's in Monticello here on 25, right between the freeway and the river, right?
Right between the railroad track and the river and the freeway.
Well, right by the railroad track.
There you be.
If you get to the railroad track, you're here.
And this is the house of all the products.
Yes,
So we should talk about products.
products. We're having
Did you talk
fun,
about
Joe.
these camp chefs yet?
Look, well, I talked about barbecues and
Did you show the
fireplaces and
pictures?
hot tub. Yeah, actually, at the beginning of the stream, I did, but I can do it again. See, that's why I got this high technology right here. See, over there is all the chemicals and stuff. We just had that gentleman come in with his own water, and then he got a super duper test, and then we sent him out with chemicals and filters and whatever he needed to get on the right path. Over here, they got the Camp Chef grills. And you know what's cool about these grills? Here, do I have the long one, Joe? I come over here while I'm on. You know what's cool? Right here, man. Wireless, baby. Everybody loves wireless. Everything's wireless. Look what they got. Wireless. A lot of these. And some are just local wireless like I got, but some are internet wireless where you can fire the thing up, go for a boat ride, go shopping, realize it's taking too long to readjust it. Super cool. And you know, if you want to find these, you don't necessarily have to come here to DJ's. You can go to djscompanies.com. djscompanies.com, right, Joe?
That is correct, right, Don?
That is correct. DJ's is the Camp Chef headquarters.
It sure as heck is. You know, I got mine from Don. Of course, I don't have it set up yet.
Joe, where'd you get yours? Where'd he go?
Joe got his from Don's too.
Oh, yeah. Where'd I get mine?
Joe put his microphone down. He was going in.
And sold you yours.
Now that the camera's turned the other way, Joe put his microphone down and made a beeline for the cake.
Yeah, look,
I saw it happen.
we got cake. I got donuts. You guys got cake?
I saw it happen.
Unbelievable.
folks.
They're
I saw it
holding out
happen.
on me.
Yeah, I'm coming back over here. But, you know, they got fireplaces. They got a parts area here. I'll go around to the right here. Other way, that's left. Look to the right. Can we see it? Yeah, right there. DJ's Parts. If you want to fix something yourself, because I know that's what my people are. My people are DIYs. And I'm getting, believe it or not, I'm getting some solar business off of this YouTube stuff. And here's the cool thing. I got a sponsor now.
You got a sponsor.
After the second day, a local marina called me and said, we got to find some way to sponsor you. So I've been throwing their name out there, Bayside Marine and Excelsior. They're fun guys. But you know what he told me? He said, you know what? He said today, which was the second day doing it. Here, I'm going to get back over to us. Today, which was the second day doing it, he said, I got 6 people working for me. Go right way. I got 6 people working for me, and all we did was sit around and watch your videos and get nothing done today. And if we were that entranced in it, how do we become a part of it?
You know, there we go. Send me money.
Well, there you go. Absolutely, it's part of the deal. They better look out though. This is bigger than I thought it was going to be. I might go get another check out of them. Either that, or I think I'm going to make them buy some solar.
There you go. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, they can easily fit 40 kilowatts right on their roof. I'm sure they use that much. It's a fairly decent sized marina. And so I'm like, what the heck, you know? I don't need to make a lot of money off the sponsorship. I want you to do the right thing and put solar in.
Be green.
Go green.
Go green, right? The reason you go green is because it puts money where?
In your pocket.
In your pocket.
It's all about the green, and that's what this store is. You know, I bought a fireplace from Don that's right around the corner over there. Mantis.
Yeah, man.
That thing is so efficient. We use plastic tubing to run it right out of the house. What are you doing when you're using something that's super duper efficient?
Putting money in your back pocket.
And saving fuel and saving everything, the environment and everything else. So it's a great idea. Well, we're up to 15 people watching us now. So
Well,
we're doing good.
You should take your thing and take a picture of the Wilkenine wood fireplace over there. I should have had it burning. Next week we'll have it burning for the show.
Okay, so there you go, Joe. Don says there's a next week.
There is the next
Joe said this might be the last show, so that's why I put, is this the last show with the question mark?
It is the last show of the year, Jim.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's funny how Joe just like leaves a few words out.
Yeah, well, there again, Jay jumps to everything, right?
No, I just listen to what people
If
tell
we had a
me.
clip here and said jump, I think Jay might jump.
Well, you know what? I would with my camera. I live stream that all the way down.
Yeah, but there again, I might get a few views on that. Send it to my my phone so I can put it on DJ's.
So where's the Wilkenine dock? Where do we need
Right
to get a
there, right
picture?
over there, right over there.
We're gonna go look here. We just got a couple of comments quick. So sad this is your last show
For the year.
for the year, yeah. So they're changing it on me now, folks. It's all about the green. We love our fireplace and hot tub from DJ. That would be my wonderful bride.
Now, we need to hit 1,000 people before I can quit.
1,000 people,
So get everybody you know watching the show.
just so Don can quit.
Yeah, that'll be a good.
Just so he can quit,
He's
huh?
retired now, right?
And then Wright County loves your brother-in-law too. Oh, there you go. All right, here we are.
Okay, so the Wilkenine is over on the other side there, huh?
All right, let's go over and look and see.
The doors are open and the screen is on.
I'm gonna practice using my gimbal.
That's
right
about
now.
as big a wood fireplace you can get.
The doors are open and the screen, so I got to go all the way through the other one.
So it's airtight.
All right, this, trust me, this is a trick to get me to put the microphone down.
And this.
Will it make it? Okay, now look, we can see right here. They got all kinds of fireplaces. The cool thing is you can turn all of these on and get them going. Okay, they don't just put them in like the big box stores.
The quarter one, right there.
Right there. There we go. Look at that baby, huh? It's right next to the parts. This is the one that Don's so proud about.
Well, it heats your house. And you can even open the doors and put a screen on it so you can actually smell the fire.
Ooh, that's nice because you lose a lot of that. Now, what about this one over here that's got like a grill on it that you can cook inside on? I don't know. Isn't that what this one is? Didn't you have one here you can do that, or you get rid of that? Oh, it's gone.
There is a blaze cake. That stove there will burn up to 20 hours.
That Blaze King right there will burn over 20 hours, he says.
Up to 20 hours.
Up to.
You're putting it over. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm just trying to be accurate.
Accurate, okay.
Accurate. There we go. Here's all the camp chefs that we talked about. Now, here's what I like. If I got a different type of fireplace at some point, I'd want one of these standalones over here.
Yeah, there's a standalone right there. Got 4 different manufacturers there.
Yep. There you go.
So if you want to put a fireplace in and use it as a zone heater, any one of those will do the job. And that will vent up and out the side of your house. You don't have to go to the roof.
And then the nice thing is, if you want to put it in yourself, Don, what do?
You come to DJ.
That's right. DJs will help you out. They'll help you cut metal and do everything you need to do.
You got it.
There we go.
You see all the other stuff on the walls too. There's stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah, you got all kinds of little knickknacks and stuff around here that go along with all all this stuff. I see the little sauna you had is sold.
Yeah, no, that's gone. Uh, um, so as I look around the showroom, there's a fan there that has a mist on it, okay?
A Misty fan,
And it has Bluetooth. You can have it outside, inside,
and you can run it.
and you can run it.
More wireless.
More wireless.
Everything's wireless. Well, isn't that nice? You could turn the mist up or down while you're just sitting there. You don't even have to get up to do it.
And then we have all the chemicals, the computerized testing, all the things you need to solve all those issues that people have. The customer that just came in, he just got a new hot tub and he's lost. So
His water was dirty. You know, sometimes at that point it might be better just to start over.
or they're way behind the game. It's one of the two.
Yeah, well, right, but at that point, why not just rinse it, you drain it, rinse it out, get some new filters,
You
start over.
don't rinse them out. You spa flush them. You get a product called Spa Flush. You
Yeah.
run it so it goes through your pipes and cleans it, and then you
Then you
dump the
rinse
tub.
it.
Then you rinse it and dump the tub.
Okay, there's a process. So say that one more time.
Spa
Flush.
Flush.
So you get that, you throw it in there, you let it go for, do you
Yep.
drain it and then
No,
fill it into
no,
that?
put the Spa Flush in, take your filter out, your pillows out, because all that crud's gonna come to the top, and when you start draining the top, you gotta be there to wipe the sides down, because you don't want all that crud filming the side as it goes down, because you're gonna have to chisel it off,
Yeah, it's pretty solid, huh?
once it dries. So, wipe the sides down, rinse it down good, and now you're starting with a really clean start for the next hot tub experience.
Cool. Which is like cool, you know. Not a lot of people can keep their hot tub going for a lot of years, but you come up here to DJ's and you stay on your chemicals.
Yep, water goes to a bad state if you don't pay attention to it. So ideally, the computerized testing and learning how to use your test strips, you'll be an expert in no time.
We got one rule at the house.
What's that?
Take a shower before you get into the hot tub.
Yeah, well, that works.
That's a good start, isn't it?
That is a good start.
That will simplify a lot of things in the future.
Yeah, most people do not do that rule.
No, but that was my rule from the beginning. I'm like, I got a nice, sparkling, brand new hot tub. We gotta keep her clean.
So we have a product called the Frog, made in Minnesota. So if you're having a hard time keeping your water nice in the tub, come get a brochure or look up the Frog system on the internet. We have it at DJ's, and it does simplify taking care of your tub.
Because you can do the initial stuff you need to do, and then you just leave the frog in there to do his job.
Yep,
To hop around.
To hop around, and it does make it easier, and it keeps the spikes out of there, so you're going along much smoother, not all up and down with the water.
Now, how about if you don't use your hot tub very much?
Well, there again, the Frog's perfect for that, because when you're not putting any chemical in it, they got a mineral system that helps to keep the water clean. And with the Frog, normally you gotta have 3 parts per million of chlorine. With the Frog, you only need a half a part a million.
Because it's there.
Because of their system.
Cool. Look at that. Something we had no idea we were going to learn today. Hot tub maintenance.
Tubs, and we didn't hit garage heaters yet. We're putting in garage heaters
They're right
tomorrow.
there.
Yep, they're right above my head. And we mounted it up so people can see them, but this is garage heater season.
Can I put one outside, name it right at my truck?
Well, go for it. Let me know how.
See what happens?
Let me know how it works.
It's cold out. My truck don't fit. My garage is too short.
Don't turn it on till the sun's shining on your truck.
Yeah. There you go. And then see, huh? Yeah.
So
yeah. I got to change the oil. I got to do that out in the driveway now.
yeah, well, quick. You got to be quick.
You want to wait till the engine's warm. That's one thing.
What you really need is like in the back of your boat, you got a plug where you just kind of pull it out and
Yeah.
you pull it. That's what you need at the bottom of your car.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so it's quick.
Quick and easy, but it's getting under it. That's what's nice about having a truck. I can squiggle under there.
Trucks are a little higher, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I just take it to those places where they'll change oil for you. It's cheap enough.
That just drives me nuts.
Well, it drives me nuts being under the truck.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. Isn't that crazy?
Now we are.
But you're talking now, because you're talking to the guy. I guarantee you, part of the reason he's thinking of getting out of the business is how hard he's had to be working,
No, it's
especially with everything going on. You know?
this body's wore out.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's part of it.
He didn't make it out of stainless steel. He made it out of some kind of bone material.
Yeah, too bad he don't have nothing a little age resistant.
So the chemicals are big for DJs. It's also a helping hand for everybody out there.
Yep. No, it sure is, absolutely. Now, if you want to find out where we are, if you're in the area, you can always give a call, can't you?
You can always give a call. What's the phone number, Joe? Keep Joe in this.
497-2661, right?
763-497-2661, or you can find them online at djscompanies.com.
And if you're looking for a furnace to do it yourself for your house, or you want us to do it for you, give us a call. We put lots of furnaces in, and we sell lots out the door. If you need a custom sheet metal fitting, we do that too.
All set to go. That's what that parts place is for. You go talk to them and get a start there.
You have issues with, I tell you what, it's not cheap to have someone come to your house anymore.
No.
So if you need a flame sensor, you need an igniter, DJs has the part for you, you can save a fortune.
I'm going to do a video on how to clean an igniter.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea because it's such an easy thing. And oh boy.
You can't clean igniters, Joe.
Yeah.
Or Jay.
What?
Jay, you can't clean igniters. You clean
David's
flame
correcting
sensors.
The sensor. There you go.
It's
There you
not-
go.
yeah.
The sensor.
The
yeah.
sensor.
I had a guy come in, he did clean his igniter, and it still worked. I can't believe it. It
There
had
you
to be
go.
one of those really tough ones. But most of them, you try to clean them, you'll break them.
Well, it's that flame sensor that I can't tell.
Yep, the flame sensor needs a good wiping clean. You might not even see dirt on a flame sensor, but the small film sometimes takes it to the point where it doesn't catch it fast enough and it shuts it down.
Yeah, if your furnace kind of like comes on and stops, or comes on and stops, and
You know, we talked a couple weeks ago, we talked about humidifiers. We are in humidifier season.
oh yeah.
So if you think you want an automatic humidifier, none better than an April Air. Call DJs.
Well, not only that, you have the air filtration deal where you got the big filter in there at the
big
same
filter,
time.
Same time.
So that way your system doesn't have to work as hard. It lasts a lot longer. There's less resistance, and you filter out more particles.
Yep, I'm going to jump into the future here. You know it's going to get hot again. June and July starts to come, and if you got,
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm pretty sure. It's one thing I can do is read the future with the months.
I heard from Gabriel Jabor, who owns the marina, the Taka Bay Marina, that summer's only 2.8 days long here.
Yeah, well, it seems like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So anyhow, if you need to zone your house and get air conditioning to the second floor where the bedrooms are, I mean, you're not sleeping good now, add some value to your house and get it zoned so you can enjoy that house. You paid big money for it, so call DJs for zoning of your two-story home if you think you need that.
Oh, you're zoning for the heat too, aren't you?
You can zone for the heat. Heat goes up, but cooling don't.
Hey, you know how I zone for the heat?
How do you zone for
I
the
put a book over the register and I shut the door.
heat? There you go.
There, it's suddenly zoned.
You had to put a camera in the register so you can read the book.
Yeah, there you go, a little light in the, yeah.
Well, I hope you guys caught that one. That was a toughie.
Before we close, we should mention the online store again, Jay, because again, a lot of people are online shoppers and DJs makes it easy.
Especially when you're a do-it-yourselfer. You know, you want to look around and see, but it's djscompanies.com, djscompanies.com.
Now, did you save the DJ online or day on your website, on YouTube?
Well, anything that I broadcast here is on my YouTube.
So you can go to YouTube and share it with a brother or a sister.
Yeah.
I know that's what everybody wants to do, but the important thing is we YouTube a lot of the times now at DJs.
Yeah, yes, and that's Don likes that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think it's pretty good. I think
That's why he puts up with me.
we tried to do that, I don't know, last year or something. We just had a hard time, but Jay got it licked. So
Turbine guy got it figured out. I got 8,200 subs. If you're out there and you haven't subbed yet, hit the subscribe button and be sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't. That's a big
thumbs
thing.
up, that's a biggie.
You know what's really fun when I do my videos? When I had like 1,500 or 1,000 people on and I only had 60 or 70 likes. So what's wrong with you guys? I need some thumbs up. It went right up, hundreds at a time.
Yeah, you got to put the thumbs up or it doesn't count.
Well, sometimes the one guy said, well, I never even thought of it till you said it. You got to remind people.
Yep.
That's why I'm telling you.
Well, we will see people again next year.
Next
As
year.
This is the last show, like I told you, Jay, of the year.
No, you said it could be the last show.
Every show could be the last show.
That's true. Well, it could be true.
You never know what happens next in this world.
That's true.
Well, we know for sure next Tuesday, come on out and see us again on YouTube. Otherwise, tune in to us on KWC as we, again, it's all about the green.
Yeah. See how Joe just cut me off like that?
Well,
He'll do that. He'll do that. He's a hard driver sometimes. Oh, let me get your wire over here. I'm wrapped up in it. Here you go. This is what they call the after show.
The after show,
The after
the tear
show.
down.
oh yeah, the after show.
The after show. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, especially that interview last night. I couldn't believe how well it went.
Yeah, no,
It's good for it.
I went home to watch it. And
I didn't
plus
get to
your,
watch
your
it, then I
thing's
watched
showing
it
up
this
on my
morning.
website all the time now.
Well, then you got to watch.
Yeah, the same thing over and over again.
Watch it again and again. It was funny because it was only supposed to be on at 5:30, and then they had it on 6 and had it on at 9, and then in a shortened version at 10. And I woke up this morning, watched it at 7 o'clock. I was on at 7. It's been fun.
So how many different ones have you done as far as series for
Videos?
that? Yeah.
Today was day 15, so I started all off now with day whatever 50-ton crisp crack. It's not really 50 tons, it's 45, but that's what I was first told, and that's the title I used. So I've got those 15. Actually, one day yesterday I did 2 of them. I did a live stream when I was interviewed. Then I went back to the site and I live streamed it while they did their live report at 5:30.
So now this summer, we're gonna do a live stream from the boat that you,
At
that
some
you
point,
captured,
at
right?
some point, I bet I can. So then I've also got an interview with a guy from Texas who bought the boat and ended up selling, and he said he was ready to pay the 50 grand to get it from the lake to the river. Okay, but he didn't do that because the transport company fell apart. He wasn't happy about that. And then I interviewed Gabriel Jabor, the owner of the marina that had stored it all these years. So the next interview I hopefully have coming. Well, it was a guy from Texas who bought it. Then this Paul guy, supposedly is the owner now, who's been pulling it out. So, but we're kind of friends now, kind of.
What do you pay for that, did you say?
I don't ask. I'm not asking him.
I'm just curious.
No, but you know, he was getting a ticket every single day he was in the ramp. I don't know if he is now because he's actually up in the parking spaces that nobody's using. So he might be out of the ticket range. I don't know. But yeah, I remember one day when the sheriff showed up, and that's what I did. The sheriff went and he wanted to get in the car, so I just kind of sat back and filmed the sheriff. But you know what I said he should say to the sheriff? I said, go ahead and tow it. Right? Go ahead and tow it. What are you gonna do, you know? There's no way. There's the only guy who could move it wouldn't or can't. And that's what Gabriel said. He's got a trailer at the marina he used to store it at, but it's a marina trailer. It's not licensed, there's no brakes. Can't go on the road, there's no insurance. So what's he supposed to do, right?
A custom trailer for that would probably be $30,000-$40,000.
Oh, more in the boat. Be my guess. I heard anywhere from 20 to 40,000. That's what people were speculating was paid for it. It's worth that in scrap. Just the 2 12-cylinder diesel engines in it would bring a good price, and then that thing's got an aluminum hull.
So how long has it been not?
Today is day 15.
No, but
So-
I mean, was it used last summer?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It was in the water. It sold in like late June or July.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to get it on a lake where it doesn't freeze.
Yeah. Or you got to find a place where you
Then
can bubble it.
Then you can live on it.
You see, the problem is where he ended up finding a place to store it. You get a northwest wind, and the thing would be bouncing all over the place. And he was worried it was going to founder, and then he's going to have an ecological disaster. So he's just like, I got to get this thing out of here. Because the last thing I want is to have to get it out of the lake.
Oh, yeah. I see. Not fun. So how thick was the ice when it was cutting through the ice?
No one's really told me. It was 6 inches along the shore. They busted up, but it was probably 3-4 inches out in the middle.
Okay.
And that thing is so front heavy, it was never able to ride up on the ice.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of always push through it.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would have been, that loam must be pretty thick on that thing.
It's 1970s aluminum. It's not 2021 aluminum. Big difference. weight, thickness, everything. Well, I mean, remember back, this is before the energy crisis. They were still building power cars, you know, still huge cars. None of that was a consideration. It was just build it big and huge.
Don't mind me, I'm just trying, I'm not even, look.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's fine. That's fine. Did you hear about that boat on Minnetonka? There's a 45-ton, 90,000-pound Chris Craft that went through the ice about 2 weeks ago to get to the shore. That was the first day. The second day they got it on the trailer, and the third day they pulled it out.
Really?
It's still sitting in the parking lot at the sheriff's station.
So what, someone just drug their feet getting their boat out, or what?
It's a long, involved story.
Well, I got,
Todd.
go ahead.
But the marina it was kept at, and the owner, it was a charter boat, said, you know, I can't, it's too big, I want to, and so he got the owner to sell it. He sold it to a guy in Texas who was going to bring it to the Mississippi. He had a captain hired and everything to bring it down to Houston, but it was going to cost $50,000 to get it just from Minnetonka to the river, and he was fine with that. But the transportation company fell apart over the winter. They didn't do their job. They didn't get the route. They didn't get the permits or anything. So finally, by June, he had to sell it.
You're
'Cause he knew he
welcome.
had no place to go with it. The guy's from Texas. What am I going to do with this boat in Minnesota when I'm from frickin' Texas, right? So he sold it to a local guy who was trying to find a way to deal with it. And at the last minute, he had ordered parts for a trailer. They never showed up from Canada. So he had to cob together a trailer, and by that time, the lake had frozen over. Oh, it's quite. You want to see the story? I was actually on Fox 9 last night because I've been YouTubing the whole story. I've got over 30 hours. I mean, I've sat there with my camera, just like you're on YouTube now, by the way. There you go. And so,
Well, if we make millions, I want my cut.
all you gotta do is listen. First thing you gotta do is subscribe to the Turbine Guy. If you think you're getting a cut, you gotta be part of the team.
If I
Right?
do that with your website, my computer get a virus.
Not for my website.
Oh,
gonna
give me
say, 'cause
my computer syphilis or something for sure. We
It's
have
a
to
Wix
fix it.
website. It can't give you no
This
virus.
face is bound to go viral.
Yeah, see, there you are.
It's like when I wake up this morning.
Well, when they
I wake
contact
up
me,
this morning and I go to my
and there I am.
Google contacts. Of course, it's going to be moved on for the day. Nope. Here she is, right on the front of the Google. Yeah.
Add.
You want to pivot or what?
That auto rotating.
There you go.
So here's you.
Yeah.
I woke up to this. I thought I was having a nightmare. Yacht Kate.
Yeah, isn't that great? Hold it like this so we can see a picture. Right there, he's fine. He's fine.
If that's news.
It is. I'm always news. Many
I'm
reasons.
serious. The first thing that pops up, and I'm like laying there in bed. I'm like, really? I'm gonna see him later on this afternoon. He's
Yeah, see ya.
movie star.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, what really impressed me was I looked like a good guy after that
If you
story.
move to Florida, don't decorate pine trees
Oh,
or
don't worry.
palm trees.
Don't worry. I'm done with that. You know what I'm thinking of doing though? After this, I'm going to the landings on busy days and filming, just live streaming from the landing. I'm just going to set it up, set my chair down, and live stream and just watch people. I bet I'll get tons of viewers doing
Well, that's what
that.
one guy does. He walks the beaches in Florida.
Well, there's one place in Florida my kid's been showing me where these waves come together and crash, and I mean, even big boats can't get through this. And this guy, that's all he does is go to this landing and film this. These people trying to get through on these bad wave days. And I tell people, you want to have a good time, get yourself a 6-pack and a chair and go sit at the landing and watch. You never know what you're going to see.
That's right. You could do that in Minneapolis, though.
Anywhere.
Anywhere right now.
Well, imagine Minnetonka, though, where these people have all this money, and these
What you
big
need to
boats,
do is
and
get a
don't know how.
turbine-driven frickin' space shuttle and tell Bezos to kiss your ass.
There you go.
And why does he have a
5:30 and you can't
spaceship? Looks like
be in
a.
there past
Well,
5:30.
you got
Unit.
big boy.
Why is it phallic? Yeah. Well, I don't think we have to answer that.
Okay.
I don't think we have to answer that.
Oh, it's quite the delay going there.
Yeah, it's a few seconds. It's a few seconds. It's okay though. Thanks for being on YouTube, buddy. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like I said, as long as I get my goods.
If I ever blow up big, works for me.
Well, if you blow up, I ain't gonna get no money from you.
Well, part of that story that was fun was the fact that I'd been documenting all
Right.
of it. And what I'm going to do at the end is I'm going to do a compilation where I take all the good parts and however long it is, I'm going to do a shortened version of that. But I've already talked to Paul, the owner, and the other guys, and we're going to sit down afterwards and do like a Deadliest Catch roundtable. And we're going to talk about the whole thing. Is that going to be fun or what?
You're crazy, dude.
Why not?
The cash.
The catch. There you go. Here, I'm going to get us back on to Don.
There we go.
DJ Don.
DJ Gunner.
That's what I call him every time.
You
So-
know,
Words of wisdom for the audience?
yeah, well, I gotta get back to business. There's enough monkey business.
Or maybe everybody here got to get back to business?
Maybe. I'm gonna go broke if we sit here all day.
Not me. I'm making pennies at a time right now.
No, I know, you're paying in front of me.
Pennies at a time. That's YouTube, though. Anyways, it's been fun, folks. It's all about the green. Joe didn't necessarily tell me the whole story, so maybe we'll be back next week.
The after
No,
show's
you'll be-
done.
Turbine Guy, signing off.